This is how I will play Warframe as a beginner. Hey Tenno, gameplay here. Welcome to the wild and wonderful world of Warframe. Now I know you have just jumped in. Maybe a friend dragged you in, or maybe you saw a cool space ninja flying across the screen and killing enemies. Let's be honest, Warframe can feel massive when you first boot it up. Trust me, even myself remembers those early days combing through a confusing mess of menus, mods, and missions. Not to worry, because in this video, I'm going to channel my inner newbie and show you exactly how I would approach Warframe as a complete beginner today. Forget all the fanciful endgame stuff for now. We are talking about the absolute fundamentals, the smart move you can make right from the beginning to avoid those early frustrations and set yourself up for a smooth and fun journey through the origin system. So buckle up, grab your starter weapon and let's dive in. Okay, the very first thing you're going to notice is the shiny little number at the top right hand corner, your platinum. As a totally new Tenno, the game throws a generous 50 platinum for you. Now, your first instinct might be to go and buy something flashy, maybe a new weapon or a cosmetic. Jotomate kudasai. Because I'm going to tell you the single most crucial way to spend these initial platinums are slots. See this inventory screen? You start with a very limited number of slots for both your Warframe and your weapons. Trust me on this. You'll be swarming in new gear before you know it, and running out of slot is a major early bottleneck. So head over to the market, look for a Warframe slot by typing in the search button, and use 20 of your platinum to buy one more Warframe slot, and search for weapon slots and use 24 platinum for 2 more weapon slots. It might not seem exciting, but in the future you will thank yourself endlessly for this. Now about buying more platinum, you can get it by using real cash. But here's a pro tip from a seasoned player. Be patient and keep an eye on your daily lock-in rewards. Sometimes you'll get a sweet discount on platinum purchases of 20%, 50% or even 75%. That's the time to strike if you are looking to invest more. And finally, a quick word on trading for platinum. You can trade items with other players for platinum. However, as a complete beginner, stay away from the in-game trade chat for now. It can be a bit of a chaotic place, and unfortunately, there are folks out there who might try to take advantage of new Tennos. We will touch on safe trading methods at a later time, but for now, slots are your priority. Okay, next up, let's talk about something called Nightwave. You'll find this little console at the left of your orbiter which look like this. Think of Nightwave as a free rotating season game pass. Every week and even daily, you will get a set of challenges. Things like completing a certain number of missions, killing a specific type of enemy, or finding resources. And for completing these challenges, you'll earn standing, which in turn unlocks a whole track of free rewards. And I'm talking about some serious useful stuff for beginners. Resources you will need for crafting, essential mods to make your gear stronger, sometimes even weapon or Warframe blueprints, and cosmetic items to make your Space Ninja look a little more stylish. So make it a habit to check your Nightwave console regularly. Even you don't understand everything right away, try to tackle some of those early, easier challenges. It's a fantastic way to passively earn valuable items just by playing the game and progressing. Hey Tenno, if you're finding this guide helpful so far and it's saving you from some Warframe headaches, do me a quick favor by hitting that like button down below. It really helps other Tenno to find this video. And if you want to stay up to date with more Warframe tips, tricks and guides, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Alright, back to the good stuff. Now, when you first start venturing out into the origin system, you will have the option to play with other players right away. And while playing with others is great, I highly recommend spending some quality time going solo, at least in the beginning. Why? Because Warframe throws a lot of different missions type at you right from the start. capture, exterminate, defense, mobile defense, survivor, etc. etc. Playing solo allows you to take your time, understand the objective of each mission type without feeling rushed or carried by more experienced players. You can experiment with your Warframe's abilities, figure out how your weapon works, and get a feel of the basic movement and combat mechanics at your own pace. Don't be afraid to fail a mission or two, that's part of the learning process. Think of these early solo runs as your training ground. Get comfortable with the controls, understand how to move, how to shoot, how to use your powers. Once you get hold of the fundamentals and the different mission types, then by all means, score up with other Tenno. Now that you are feeling a bit more comfortable with the basic gameplay, let's talk about your main progression path, the star chart. This is your world map, your key to unlocking new planets, new missions, new resources, and eventually more of the game's story. Your initial goal should be to systematically work your way through the nodes on each planet, completing the mission to unlock the next one. Pay attention to these little connecting lines. They will show you the path forward, which will lead you to junctions. Think of them as mini challenges that you need to complete to unlock access to the next planet in the sequence. They will often require you to complete specific missions on the previous planet, craft a certain item, or defeat a boss. Here's a pro tip. Make sure to check the rewards listed for each junction before you completed it. You can actually earn weapon blueprints by finishing these junctions. Getting new weapons blueprints is super important because, as we will talk about later in the video in the mastery rank sections, leveling up new weapons is a key way to increase your account level and unlock even more gears. So it's always worth seeing if you can get a new weapon for free here before spending your credits in the market. For your convenience, I have put together an easy to reference list of all the junction rewards, include those weapon blueprints, in the description below. Feel free to download it if that's helpful for you. These junctions are important milestones, so keep an eye on their requirements. As you progress through the star chart, you will unlock a wider variety of missions types and start encountering different enemies factions. Ganbatte, Tenno! The early planets are your stepping stone to bigger and better things, and trust me, the story really starts to get interesting once you get a bit further out, around Uranus. So keep exploring, keep unlocking, and keep pushing through the star chart. As you are blasting your way through the star chart and completing those missions, you'll start to notice little icons popping up when you break containers or defeat enemies. These are resources, and they are absolutely essential for crafting new weapons, new warframes, and all sorts of other useful gear in your foundry, which is this console right here. Each planet in the star chart has its own unique set of resources. For example, on Earth, you will be finding things like ferrite and rubito. As you move to Mars, you will encounter morphics and salvage, and so on. So, how do you get these precious materials? The most basic way is simply by playing missions on the corresponding planets. Make it a habit to smash every container you see and open lockers which often contains valuable resources. Also, defeating enemies has a chance to drop resources. Keep an eye out of those glowing pickups. As you progress, you might unlock specific mission types that are better for farming certain resources, like survival missions or defense missions, for a steady stream of resources over time. For more detailed information on which planets drop which resources and even the best mission to farm them, you can visit the Warframe Wiki page, which the link is in the description below. So pay attention to those resource drops because you will need them to expand your arsenal. Okay, you might have noticed that little number next to your name. That's your mastery rank, or MR in short. Think of it as your account level. It increases as you gain affinity or experience points with your weapons and warframes. Every new piece of gear you level up to its maximum rank of 30 will contribute to your mastery rank. Why is this important? It's because your mastery rank unlocks access to new weapons, new warframes, even new syndicate later on. So it's a good idea to keep leveling up new gear as you acquire it. Once you have filled the affinity bar, you will be able to take a mastery rank test to increase your rank. Take note, you only get one attempt for the test per day. Thankfully, there's a way to practice these tests. If you head down to any relays where these are social hubs you will unlock as you progress, look for a character called Cephalon Cymaris. He has consoles that allows you to practice any mastery rank tests you are eligible for. Do take advantage of this. Get a feel for these test mechanics before you attempt the real thing. Increasing your mastery rank is a steady process, but it's a crucial one for unlocking more of what Warframe has to offer. Once you have diligently increased your mastery rank and hit MR3, you'll unlock a new set of fractions called syndicates. You'll find their representatives in the relays. Think of syndicates as different organizations within the Warframe universe, each with their own ideologies and goals. You can choose to align yourself with up to 3 of these syndicates at a time. But be careful though, as some oppose to each other, and working for one can negatively impact your standing with another. By completing missions while pledging to a syndicate, you will earn reputation points for your chosen syndicate. As your reputation increases, you will rank up within that syndicate and unlock access to unique rewards like mods, weapons, cosmetics, and even Warframe augment mods. It's a great way to earn some powerful and specialized gear. Check their offerings and choose the ones that resonate with you. Just remember that managing your syndicate standing is a bit of balancing act, so choose wisely. As you are navigating the star chart, you might be wondering if there's a central storyline to follow. The answer is yes. That's where the codex comes in. You can access it from your orbiter at this console over here. Head over to the Quests tab. Here, you will find a list of the main story quests and any side quests you have unlocked. These quests will guide you through the narrative of Warframe, introduce you to key characters, and often reward you with important items, blueprints, and even new Warframes. Make it a habit to check your codex regularly to see if you have any active quests. Following these quests is a great way to get a sense of direction in the early game and unlock essential features and lore. Now, Warframe is a fantastic game to play solo, but eventually, you might want to connect with other players. And one of those best ways to do that and gain some significant benefits is by joining a clan. Think of a clan as a player-run community. They often have their own dedicated space called dojos. These dojos are more than just social hubs. They house research labs that contains blueprints for unique Warframes, powerful weapons, and all sorts of other useful gear that you can't get anywhere else in the game. Joining a clan also gives you access to a wealth of knowledge and support from more experienced players. They can offer advice, help you with difficult missions, and just provide a sense of community. Plus, playing with a squad can make those tougher missions much more manageable and a lot more fun. So, how do you join a clan? Well, you can ask the in-game chat under the recruitment tab. Just be polite and say you are a new player looking for a clan. Finding a good clan can significantly enhance your Warframe experience. Okay, we are getting to a truly fundamental aspect of Warframe, and that will be mods. These little cards are what allow you to customize and drastically improve your Warframes and weapons. They provide stats boosts, add elemental damage, and even completely change how your abilities function. Trust me, understanding and utilizing mods effectively is key to progress in Warframe. You will acquire mods by completing missions, defeating enemies, and as rewards from various activities like Nightwave. You equip them on your gear in the arsenal. The modding screen looks like this. You have a limited amount of mod capacity on each piece of gear, which increases as you level it up. You will also encounter duplicate mods, and your first instinct might be to sell them for credits. Don't do it. Just don't do it. You may want to dissolve them for something called Endo instead. Endo is what you use to upgrade your mods, increasing their effectiveness. Modding is deep and complicated system, and honestly, we could spend an entire video just talking about it, which we probably will in the future. But for now, just understand that collecting mods and upgrading them is absolutely crucial for making your Warframes and weapons more powerful and versatile. Pay attention to the mods you are picking up and start experimenting with different combinations. Okay Tenno, that's your crash course on how I will approach Warframe as a complete beginner today. Remember, take it one step at a time. Don't be afraid to ask for help in the community. And most importantly, have fun exploring the vast and ever-evolving world of Warframe. If you found this guide helpful, Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Warframe tips and tricks. Got any questions? Drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. You can also find links to helpful resources like the Warframe Wiki and official website in the description. Now, if you're still trying to figure out what starter Warframe is the best for you, be sure to check out my dedicated video on the very topic. The link is right here on the screen. Or if you are ready to dive into the story, my beginner quest walkthrough guide will hold your hands through those early missions. You can find that here too. As always, Ken can play, so can you. I'll see you in the void.